Hello everyone, my name's John from Sons of Asgard and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the pagan Sabbat celebration of Samhain. Other people know it as Halloween. And with all of our Sabbat videos, some of the information I'll be sharing with you today is available on our training website, which is called the Asgard Academy. I'll leave the link in the description box below. You can head on over to there and have a look at it. And the course is the Introduction to Natural Witchcraft. Okay, so let's talk all things Samhain. So Samhain is a cross-quarter festival and it marks the beginning of the winter quarter of the year and the ending of the autumnal quarter of the year. By Samhain, trees are a lot barer and the nights are drawing in quicker and colder, which marks the beginning of winter. Samhain is also the third harvest in the three harvests. If you've watched the other videos, you'll know that Lughnasadh was the first, Mabon was the second, and Samhain is the third. In earlier times, cattle was brought in from summer pastures, excess livestock was slaughtered, and the meat was smoked and salted ready for the winter months. Samhain is a time for divination and honouring the dead. For the veil that divides the mundane and the subtle realms is considered to be incredibly thin on this day. To the Celts, this was the Feast of the Dead and the Night of the Wild Hunt. So Samhain marks the Celtic New Year and was the most important Sabbath of the whole year. Samhain isn't constrained by the midnight to midnight division of modern conception. Samhain is usually considered to start at sundown on the 31st of October and it runs right through until sundown on the 1st of November. So much of the Samhain celebration occurs at the appropriate time, Halloween. The Christian tradition treats Samhain as the festival of the dead too, with the souls of the departed saints remembered on November the 1st, which is known as All Saints' Day, and those of the non-canonised dead the following day, which is All Souls' Day. The Church established All Saints' Day in the 17th century when the Pantheon in Rome consecrated the Church as the Blessed Virgin and all martyrs, recasting both the Festival of the Dead and the Temple to all gods in terms of Christian theology. Samhain is a time to look back to the past and forward to the future. It's beneficial to reflect on those you have known and the experiences you've all shared, as well as taking the time to view the possibilities that are being laid out in front of you. Samhain is a profound time offering you the opportunity of understanding. There are a few different ways that people will say Samhain. I myself will use Samhain, other people will use Samhain, 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 Soan. It doesn't really have too much of a bearing on how you say it. As with anything in magic and crafting, it's all about the intention behind, so the different ways you celebrate, the different things that you'll have on your altar or your sacred space. Just because one person says it a little bit differently, we always liken it to tomato, tomato. The meaning of Samhain is about the wisdom of the crone, the death of the god, reflection on our place within the wheel of the year. It's also about honouring the dead, the end of summer and autumn, and it's also about the Celtic New Year, reincarnation, return and change. Some of the colours to celebrate Samhain are your blacks, your oranges and your reds. Some of the symbols for Samhain are jack-o'-lanterns, balefires, besoms or brooms, the wearing of masks, cauldrons, the waning moon, ravens and skulls. Some of the activities you can do around Samhain: divination readings like scrying mirrors, tarot, oracle, as well as spirit connection, meditation, drying your winter herbs and ancestor connections. Some of the crystals associated with Samhain are obsidian, onyx, jet, carnelian, ruby, smoky quartz, amber, pyrite, garnet, copper and sandstone. Some herbs and essential oils that are also great to use around the time of Samhain are things like frankincense, basil, yarrow, lily, ylang-ylang, camphor, clove, cinnamon, cedarwood, rosemary, vetiver, angelica and star anise. And of course, some of the foods that you can work with around Samhain are things like apples, squash, pork, turnips, nuts, corn and cider. And of course, pumpkins. There's also a few things that you can do to celebrate the new year and to restart your journey around the wheel of the year again. Some of these things can include making a witch's ladder. Normally it's 3 different colour pieces of ribbon or string braided together, and then things are added at the 8 sabbats that for you help represent that energy that time of year. Some people around this time of year will use a mullein stem to make a hag's taper or a witch's candle. This is the mullein stem, and what people will do is they will dip this into wax, a bit like making a candle. So they'll dip it in and out to build up that wax, and then they'll light it as an aid in divination working, helping to commune with spirits and to connect with our ancestors. Some people may even use it to smudge and help bring in some protective energies as well. Now, I know some people may not like the term smudge, but that's what they used to do. We'll get onto the cultural appropriation conversation in another video. Won't touch on that on this one. Do divination, so they'll commune with their ancestors, look at things like scrying mirrors or candle gazing, tarot readings, oracle readings, and they'll help build their own ancestor altars. I don't know whether any eagle eye viewers can see, but just behind me I have a ancestor altar for my mum. She passed a few years ago, so this time of year I always light candles, sit and talk to her around Samhain, just as my way of connecting in with her energy on that special day, because it's the time where the veil is at its thinnest. So there's a few things that can help you celebrate the Sabbat of Samhain. I hope that some of the information that I've shared with you today is useful. And yes, we have created not 1 but 2 different altars for this Sabbat. So we've got our shop Sabbat altar, which is for Samhain, and then we have an ancestral altar which Chris has set up, and it's for people coming into our shop in Glastonbury to write messages to loved ones. We have a ancestral honouring blend of oil that you can place on the message, pass it through some frankincense smoke that's burning on the incense burner, and then place it into the bowl in front of our dark lunar goddess. And then on the 2nd of November we will burn all of the messages, so it helps get them up to the spirit realm. So here's a video of the Samhain altar setup and a video of our ancestral altar. And there we are. What do you guys think of our altars? If you do like them, please drop us a message in the comment section below or on one of our socials, which is our Instagram and our Facebook. And don't forget, if you like the content that we are sharing with you, please do press that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and give this video a like. It really does mean a lot to us, and it shows us that you are enjoying what we are posting. I guess there's not much else to say then. Happy New Year. We hope you're keeping safe and well, and we will see you soon. Oh, hello, me again. Did you know that we have other videos that you can watch by clicking on the screen now?